Hi everyone, this is Bianca. And we're going to connect with the guides and we're going to do an activation meditation on change, on the power of change, on the resistance to change, on the way everything is always changing and all the change that's going on right now. And we're going to be looking at everything that's always changing that we have a hard time accepting. So, all those negative energy we have, all that fear we have according to change that we bring forward into our future, we're going to be addressing that and shutting it down and the negative energy, letting it go. And we're going to be looking at connecting ourselves to the positive grid and that knowing, that inner knowing that the change that's about to come up for us is a positive change. The change that's coming up for us is good for us. And just to be in that energy of being in the positive energy of accepting change and knowing that it's what creates our future and that there is always change around us. There is nothing we can do about it. Whether we like it or not, there will be change. So we might as well use change for our benefits. So here we go. Get in connected with your heart. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out, and as you breathe out, let go of all the tension in your body. And we're going to start imagining that we're sitting inside a small river stream, a small river stream with a little bit of current into it, like a low, not rapids, big rapids, but small ones. And we're sitting inside this river stream, and the water that surrounds us, that's enveloping us, is coming around and cleaning out the energies that are within our body, the energies within our bodies, in between our cells, in between our muscles, in between our bones. And so we're sitting on a stone, a precious stone, and minerals with some quartz in it, a healing stone. And we're sitting in this river, and these healing waters are coming over to us. They're not like normal waters, they're healing golden waters. And they're coming over us and they're massaging our back and they're letting go of all the stress that's in our back. And they're coming over our shoulder, and we have water up to our neck, and we're feeling good. And we have another stone we can kind of relax in there. But their water is coming over our shoulder and it's massaging it beautifully, and it's coming all the way down our back and massaging it. And there's a little bit more current down our lower back as it comes down. We let go of the tension as we breathe in and we breathe out. And as we breathe in and we breathe out, we let go of all the tension that we've had during the day, that we had during the week, that's increased in our body as we interacted with other people, as we interacted with our colleagues, with our friends, or as we did important presentation and that stressed us out. Everything that ends up being in our back, and we can even move our back if that feels good for us, relaxing and releasing the muscle tension that's there, the sentiment of fear that we put into our body, the sentiment of tension, of preservation that we put within our body. And we can even move our shoulders, letting go of moving our neck, letting go, cracking our neck a little bit, letting go of all that tension. As long as it's comfortable to do so, you can do some movement. If it's not comfortable, we'll stop wherever you're comfortable. And we can let go of all the stressful energy that accumulates in our eyes, because we overutilize our eyes and our ears, even our mouth. We tend to talk a lot, so we tend to have a lot of energy in our mouth, either that we're swallowing or that we're holding, and that we're not letting ourselves be expressed. So either one create tension in our throat and our energy fields and our tongue and our ears and our eyes. So we let go, and then we let go of that little muscle that's around our cranial, that muscle that's on top of our cranial. We move it a little bit to let go of all the tensions that may surround our heads. And then we go down, 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 down towards our lungs and towards the stomach, and letting go of all the tension that could be there. everywhere where we brought, we brought in, we read, we've been reading all the hatred in the room, or we've been reading all the negative energy that was in the room. Everywhere we did that, where we felt, disconnected on love, just disconnected from everybody else, we breathe into that and we let it go. And everywhere where her stomach, the pit of her stomach, there's a little bit of fear there. There's a little bit of tension there. There's a lot of tension there. There's places where we keep the emotions that are hidden there in her pit of her stomach. We let those go as well. We release them. And everywhere where in our root chakra, we're pissed off at someone, we're angry at someone, we're anger center there, where we feel like they're attacking us, they're attacking our survival, we let that tension go into the water too. We let all that be cleansed by the water surrounding us. And then our legs that are working hard for us, and our feet that are floating in front of us somewhat. And we're letting them relax fully into the water with the pressure of the water. We can even rub them on one of the stones that are around us, those nice round stones. So we can put a little bit of pressure, so we can do like there's pressure points that are in feet, so we can let go of all the tension that might be in our feet, so we can feel some of the pressure point being pressed right now. And so we're letting go of all that tension within our feet. And as we are fully relaxed, we connect into our heart space. We connect into our heart, and inside our heart, we can see a little star, really bright little star, bright, 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 bright. And we know that's our soul space. That's the star where our soul space is. And we go into it. Somehow we can hop into it. We can just sit on that star, inside that star. And we breathe in and we breathe out, and we connect to it fully. It's like connecting to our little God spark that's inside of us, that makes us us. Our little soul spark, our little God spark. And so we fully connect to it. And as we fully connect to it, we feel the roots within our feet. We feel like our feet are growing roots, as if we were a plant, and going down, 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 down into the sand, into this river, and going down all the way down to the earth chakra of Mother Earth. And so we travel to the earth chakra of Mother Earth, and we connect to the earth chakra of Mother Earth. And the earth chakra of Mother Earth can come into our heart as well. It's just as if it's a movie, and it's our imagination placing the earth chakra of Mother Earth into our heart. And there in the earth chakra of Mother Earth, we see this beautiful garden and these beautiful, beautiful stool. I was going to say pews, almost like, church bench that are in this beautiful garden. And we can sit there and we can relax, and we can smell the flowers, and we can smell the air, and we can smell the changes in the air as well, because this is fall air. This is the air of the fall, where we can almost smell the leaf, and we can almost smell the freshness, the crispiness of the coal into the air. And some of the flowers that are surrounding us, some of the latest, last fruits of the seasons are coming in. And it's very relaxing. Our body is letting go of some more of the tension that might have gathered in between our cells. Inside our brain, when we think too much, inside our brain, there's lots of tension that can gather back there. Inside our lower brain and our upper brain, where we overthink things, we let go of all that overthinking energy, all that emotion. We let it go. And from the earth chakra garden, we can go back into our heart, and we can see our own inner garden. And then we can connect those two gardens together with a walking path. And then we're going to connect to a third garden, which is the the garden of the center of the universe heart chakra. So we're going to connect the universe heart chakra to our garden, and to the garden of the earth chakra of Mother Earth. So we are both a child of the universe and a child of Mother Earth. And we are our little soul piece, a little piece of the universe inside of us. That's our little gut. piece, our little soul space, where we're all interconnected. Hmm. And so we're all from the same lineage, we're all from the same space, and we enjoy the time we have together. And as we look into our garden, we can see spaces in our garden that we place there for when we had our childhood. There's our childhood garden that we love. The the pieces in our childhood that we did love. For your childhood, it wasn't a lovely time. Then there's pieces in your childhood where what you didn't love in another garden, and you can learn to balance those two. Same thing in your adulthood. When you came into teenager years, there's another piece of the garden, there's another corner of the garden for that. And you learn to grow different stuff in those teenage years. And then you go into your adult years and you've got your adult garden and you learn to grow different flowers, different species there. And then we look ahead, there's another wall. These gardens are separated by either little walls or trellis or flowers, or they're opened up to each other, but there's like a pat in between that separates them depending on what you like the most. It can be even be like a little waterfall or a little bit of a river. And in this case, across the river, we can see the gardens of our future, and there's a little bridge there. And with a little bit of courage, this is new garden. This is the garden of our future. This is new garden. We can go into the garden for future and plant the change that we want to see in the future. Plant the garden. This garden has not been planted. And we get to plant it fully. We get to plant it fully with what comes then first in our heart. How do we want to feel in this garden of the future? What kind of scene or team that we want to have? What do we want to create? What do we want to change in our life? What do we want to change and contribute? And what are the things that are coming for change towards us that we might not be expecting? But maybe if we plant a few things in our garden of the future, we'll be more ready for them. Let's plant the changes that will make us feel good in the way we want to conduct our life and the way we want to bring our life to the future. And as we're doing that, and as we're sitting in the middle of this garden of the future and deciding on how we'd like to see it, imagining how we'd like to see it, will there be, walls to maybe, put limits, determine healthy limits so people don't go too far within the garden and damage the plants? Will be there be sitting space? Will there be like a, I don't know, even a video, like a place where you can come and watch movies of you in the future? What will there be? Will there be trees, waterfalls, lakes, ponds? What can you see in your future? How will you create a feeling, a place that's nurturing for you, a feeling, a place that will be challenging for you as well, and that will allow to make you grow? What can you see? And as we sit there on, I think it's on a stump, like it's a stump on the side, so it's a little bit like a bench. We sit there on the stump, planning how we're going to create this future garden. We connect our heart to the heart chakra garden of the central sun of the universe. And we travel there to get some ideas from our guides. So we can see ourselves connecting to it, and as we're connecting to it, there's like a beam. It's like beam me up, Scotty. There's like a beam of light, and we go up to the earth chakra of the central sun. And there we can see some beautiful gardens, some of the most beautiful gardens we've ever seen. Some are realistic and some are out of this world, really. And they go on and on and on and on and on. There's golden bridges and there's golden ponds, and they go on and on and on and on. And so at one point we sit down and our guides come in, our guides come in and they start playing with our bubble of energy, and they start emitting an activation that allows us to accept change a lot more, that will change our present, change our future, and allow us to be have more tools to face change, to be able to face change in a more positive way, to be able to welcome change into our life, to be able to know that life is everything, but it's nothing but change. Everything changes. Our molecule changes, our body changes, the air changes around us, our job changes, the way we work changes, whether we travel to work or not changes, people around us change. Everything changes every minute of this life. And these changes are often easy to accept, but sometimes they're hard. Sometimes they're difficult. Sometimes they're overwhelming. And I want you to think about those times because we're going to release those times. We're going to let them go. We're going to give them to the guides and we're going to let them go. We're going to release the effects of those times on our life. We're going to release the effect of those times that to limit us, to be afraid of our future, to be afraid to change, to be afraid of what might be coming up. So we're going to release all that and we're going to connect to the garden that we're sitting in, to the chair that we're sitting in. And we're going to let our guides do the work. And as they're doing this, I'm going to be doing a little bit of light language. Oli ala ki u kala ilahu. Kariku, raliku, kariku, karikuru, karilu, lakiru, rakiru, karikaru. Karala, kara, kari, 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 kuri, kari, kari, kaulahi, kala. Kula hila 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 hi. Kula hi kari kuli kari kara. Kali hu kila kila ki. Kari lu kila kila ki. Kari la kila kila ki. Kari kari. Kari la hila 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 hi. La hila 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 hi kula kui. Karikau, karukara, karulahu, karuliha. Karilahi lahi lahi lahula hula 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 hi ilahi lahi lahu kai. Karilahi lahi lahi lahula hula 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 hi kari kali kari kari kari. Kari la hila 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 hula 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 hila 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 hikara. Kari la hila 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 hula 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 hila 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 hiraka. Kari la hila 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 hula 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 hila 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 wa. Karila hila 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 hula 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 hila hila ikara. Sharila ki kali kari kahila hila hiya hiya hi. Kari chikari kari 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 kari. Kari la hila 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 hikari. Chahila hila 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 hila. Koli kai kai hila 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 hikawe. Kaya kuli kaki kuli kakuli kali kalika kuli kali 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 kawa kari kari kali kali kila kili kara kari kali 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 kara kula kila kila ka kari la la ha ya hahu ya 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 ko ya kalu ka kika kola kila hola kila hi la kaula kila kiola ki ko ki ko ka ko ya kula kila ko kali kila ko kli kila 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 Kolikarakarikarakarikara, korikarikarakarikarakarikau, kirikiraki, karikari, karikarilarilake, karikali, karikarika, kuriki, kurahi, rari, ailika, hula kika kirikaraka, kurakilaka, ku ki lika, liulika, ku kila, hu, shika, u. Chaki, hi, kari, ku, kari, hi, kuri, hu, kari, hu, kiri, ha, ku, ki, chika, hu, kaki, a, ka, hi, kala, kula, kia, ha, kuli, kari, ka, hula, kuri, ka, rika, kuki, ka, kula, kura, ki, la, kika, 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 kila, kuli, rakika, kila, kuli, kali, kia, yali, kari, kali, 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 ku, laki, 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 kau, kari, 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 ka, kuri, kari, kari, yali, yali, ola, kari, 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 kaki, kuri, kari, kari, ka, ku, ki, ku, la, ku, li, ku, chi, ka, hi, kari, la, ki, ka, ku, la, ki, ka, ku, la, ku, la, ki, ka, ru. Raki, la, ku, la, ku, la, ku, la, ku, la, ku, la, ku, la, ku. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. We're going to come back within our heart, within our soul, within our consciousness, when we're present. And when we are ready, we can start moving. Thank you, thank you, thank you for letting me do this meditation session with you, if you will. Connection with your guides, connection with my guides, connection to heal, connection for love, connection to create more and to accept change more easily, to see the advantage in the change and to see the opportunities. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Connect to your heart often. Connect to your heart often because it is yours. And now we can disconnect from the earth chakra of Mother Earth if we wish, and the earth chakra of the central sun, and come back to into a present time. But we always stay a little bit connected because we are their sons and daughters. So we're always connected to the earth. We're always connected to the sun in some ways. Thank you, thank you. If you're ready to go on with your day, you may feel energized and go on with your day right now. And if you're ready to go off to sleep, you may relax some more and go into deeper sleep as you can. So you can accept these energy. These energy will run for the next few days, and they might bring up some resentment, some energy, some fear in you, and that's okay. It's the last time. It's just to acknowledge and recognize them. It's the last time you'll probably see them. It's the last time you'll see that layer of change at the very least. It's just for you to recognize it. It's kind of to test, do you still react the same way you used to? Same or different? Same or different? And so it brings it up one more time for you to be able to see, is it the same or is it different? Is it the same or, do I like the different? So do this often. Do this more than once. And I wish you a good day or a good night. Thank you, thank you, thank you.